I am somewhat impatient, but I know the game will be loaded soon. Hey guys, my name is Savinare, and welcome to The Company of Myself. Now you may have noticed something different. I got some fancy new headphones, and I think ooh, they light up. How cool is that? They light up. You can't really see it too well, unfortunately, and for some reason it mutes the sound, so I can't have them on, but I've been moving back and forth recently, and I left my headphones at home, so I got some new ones, and I kind of wanted something fancy anyway. Anyway, this is The Company of Myself. This is a game by Eli Pilonen, I have no idea how to pronounce his name. The same guy who made Viricide and The Company of Myself. I promised you we'd play a few more of his games. He's known for some really interesting, storylines. Let's get into it, shall we? New game. If you have a minute, I'd like to tell you a bit about myself. The first thing you need to understand is that I am alone. I've been alone for a pretty long time now. I'm used to it. I'm content. Before I became more or less a hermit, I found that I had two passions in life. One was performing. Even today, when I find that I can't relate to others, I can still stand in front of them and make them laugh or surprise them. The irony is strong enough to taste. It doesn't taste good. In case you're wondering, my second passion was a girl named Catherine, but I'll get to that later. I generally face the same day-to-day problems as every other person, except when every other person gets stuck, they have someone else in their associates to back them up. I don't. I know that you don't want to hear me describe my admittedly less than fascinating lifestyle, so instead I'll choose to... Jeez, I couldn't read that. I used to find joy in the company of others. Now I only find joy in the company of myself. I practiced read that earlier and I couldn't do it as fast, so you feel free to pause that and read it as your own. My attention is stolen by a green square on the other end of the room. I want to be its friend more than anything that I've ever wanted. I decide to use the arrow keys to approach it. The square does not react to my approach. Does it not notice me? Or is it only pretending not to notice me? Which would be worse? Up close, I can see that the green square is actually a door. I think that we can be friends anyway. I decide to push the space bar to move to the next room. Spotting a couple of platforms up ahead, I decide to use the up arrow key to jump over them. Nice and simple. Take that, platforms! Whoops, I missed the Mr. Door thing. Shoot. Now that risk is involved, jumping on the platforms doesn't seem as easy to me. I start thinking about how awful it would be to fall. Luckily, I know that I can push the R key at any time to restart the level. I find myself proud of, and possibly surprised by, my ability to leap over harrowing gaps. Even from back here, I can tell that the ledge is too high for me to jump. I begin to wonder what would happen if I pressed the space bar before I completed a level. Oh, hello, look at this interesting gentleman. Can we interact with you in any way, shape, or form? Oh, we can jump on him. I feel confused and a bit tingly, but mostly just confused. So I've played this game before. This was a game I played a long time ago, and it's really interesting. It's got a crazy twist ending, so stick with it. It's lots of fun. I briefly attempt to. I couldn't read that either. I haven't talked to anyone lately, but at least I can solve my own problems. Whoops, that didn't work. Let's try that again, shall we? Can I just stand here, I think? Here's where it gets tricky. It's a really interesting platformer involving a very unusual mechanic. So you can create infinite, spawning characters of yourself. Whoops. There we go. So he's here. Let's restart the whole thing. Let's try that again, shall we? So here, and you stay there. And then here, I get to jump on you, and I jump on you, and I restart. And they stay there, because that was their last command given. So here, and here, and then restart. So that's sort of how this game goes. It's really neat. It's a platformer with a very interesting mechanic, whereby you create many shadows of yourself, and I'm not reading all of these, but you guys can pause the video and read the whole thing. The storyline is fascinating, and I love it a lot, and you will see why towards the end. Oh, shit! Oh, hang on, we'll get back there. There we go, now we're back. And this game spoke to me in an interesting way, because I was, a loner as a kid, and some people go through those loner phases, and being alone is sort of an interesting, Geronimo is sort of an interesting, thing that people go through for different reasons. I see a wall blocking the path to the exit. I am dissatisfied. What's down here? This area down below is irritatingly spacious. I think to myself that the best course of action is to pull this lever by pressing the A key. Ooh, and it went away. So now what? And I can't restart again. So let's try this. Let's bring this guy all the way over here. And I think that should be enough. And now, let's get down there. I think... Yes. And that does it. I notice a strange force field in this room. I become gradually more and more curious. I find myself unable to comprehend the purpose of this force field. It doesn't seem to block me at all. Ooh, but it blocks him. How interesting. So now, let's send you over here and leave you there. And then we'll go this way. Ah, and we're free to go. That's it. Understanding the force field, I noticed that this field is greenish instead of pinkish. Aha, so I can't go through. However, I believe my doppelganger can. And that's it. Staring at this worthlessly large staircase, I reflect on my past struggles. I can't do anything with this staircase right now. However, I might be able to get myself up to it. Let's see if this works. And maybe the A key? Maybe. We'll see if that worked. And jump. And jump. And oops. And jump. Oh, I fucked up. Jumping over, and jumping over, and jumping over, and jumping over, and jumping over. We'll give it a few bonus jumping overs, just in case, and then we'll go there and hit the A key, and I think that'll do it. Let's see. Jump, and jump, and jump, and jump. Oh, come on, and jump. Did I do it? I think I did it. And come on. Yes, we did it. Excellent. Luckily for me, no one, except you guys, was watching as I hopped around like a crazy person. I search for reasons why I don't desire companionship. This is tricky. This one is tricky. Oof, this one's going to be really tricky. I have to ride someone on top of me. So hang on. I only get one shot at this. Ooh, let's try it again. Let's go and wait for me to load on. And then I get to carry myself all the way over. And then I get to sit there and maybe jump a few times in case I need to be jumped. Alright, let's try it. So now I have to ride on him. Yeah, and he takes me across. I settle on avoidance of the issue. I can clearly get by on my own anyway. I find myself unable to leave the question alone. Why can I not be with people? I instantly notice how similar this room looks to the previous one, and almost feel cheated until I realize that my previous tactic will not work again. So now, I have to sit here to do the opposite, so now I have to carry my doppelganger over there. And once I've done that, I have to jump, and I think jump over will do it a couple times. Alright, let's try this now. I have to catch him and then carry him. Can we do it? Do we wait fast enough? Maybe? And then, oh dear, that didn't work. Let's try it again. There we go. Oh, shoot. Oh, come on. Let's try it again, shall we? And I have to catch you. There we go. We'll bring him over. And then we have to wait for him to trigger. Yes, did it. It doesn't take long for me to understand that I'm going to need some timing to get through here. Yes, we will. So let's do the thing again. So now here's what has to happen. We have to trip this one. And then, shit. Oh, I know what we have to do. We have to trip this one, and then wait, and then trip this one, and then wait, and then trip this one, and then wait, and then trip this one. And now we have to go. Tripped and then go, and then we have to time it carefully so that, oh, didn't work. Try it again. This one. And then, shit, I'm in the way. Yes! And then wait for the next one. Go, go. Oh, too fast. Oh, this is tough. And then here, and then wait. Ugh. And then, come on, go, yes. And then, go, yes. And then, one more. Yeah, done the thing. Almost there. I've gotten used to the idea of solving mental problems, but I still enjoy a test of my physical abilities here and there. I think back to the first day that Catherine and I met. Our paths converged, and suddenly, we were a team. This was before I was as reclusive as I have become today, so I had not learned to truly multitask yet. That talent grew out of simple necessity. Now we can play as Catherine, instead of switching to a shadowy version of ourselves. Her approach was quiet, as was my response. The connection was instant and unmistakable. A team. Mutual. Perfect. And we have to get down here. I wasn't ready to let it go. Oh, what happened? When we faced a problem, we would solve it together. Today I find myself facing the same problems alone. I was underappreciative, plain and simple. Didn't understand how much I needed her, how much she needed me, and this is interesting. I can't jump on top of her, but she can jump on top of me. Nope. There. And we both have to get to the exit. It was perfect. Everything. It was all perfect. And... ooh, no, I have to get down here first. Ooh, that was close. I almost screwed that one up. I have to get down here. And then I use her to trip that. Aha. And then I helped her, and she helped me. Mutual. Such a sweet story of romance. But what happened? Oops, let's go here. There we go. I never suspected the end would come so quickly. Oh. Oh. You see what's gonna happen there. That's not so great. I have to use her to get over here to fix this. But then I can't get back up. Oh no! Ugh. I found myself crushed by guilt. I didn't leave the house for days. But she was gone. And now I find myself alone. I can't handle talking to people anymore. Internally, I visualize an overexcited man yelling, "Checkpoint!" And then I think once we restart, yeah, we're here. So now, oh, go, shoot, go, 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 go. Oh, nope, didn't work. Let's try it again from here. Oh, shoot, that'll be enough. There we go, and hit the check. I'm dumb, I'm dumb, I'm dumb, I'm dumb, I'm dumb. It's a timing issue and it's really interesting, and now we can restart from here. And go, and go, and go, and yes, got it, excellent. And now we get to wait. And I only need one of me. I grudgingly consider how the ability to start over from a different perspective would have been helpful earlier in life. Maybe I could have let Catherine not meet me in the first place. And like this, I continue. And that's me. And then, oh, I have to keep jumping forward. Oh, this is tough. Okay, oh, I can't time it out. Shoot. Oh, wait, no. I just jump. I just jump, and I get to wait. And I jump, and wait. And jump again. And wait. And jump, and jump, and jump, and jump, and wait. And jump, and jump. There we go, that's enough. And we're trucking everybody over. Everyone's just fucking standing up. This is the funny part, everyone's standing over everyone's head. But that's enough. What? Don't leave yet. I have more to say. I really do. This one's tough. This one is super tough, because here's what we have to do. We have to jump and just make like giant bridges of us just jumping. Jump. Because eventually we get to make a whole bunch of us enough that we just jump over this gap. So I'll be right back once I've successfully done this. Oh, some of us already did it. And you get to sort of ride on a sea of jumping people. Oh, 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 I almost did it. Come on, come on, come on. Ride on it, ride on it, ride on it, ride on it. Yes, there it is. Are you really leaving? That's it. I've been tasked with psychoanalyzing Jack after his mental breakdown. In general, he recalls his life very accurately. Things he says line up with all of his records. The first problem is that he doesn't seem to remember any of our visits. I've talked to him once a week for the past 8 years, and he always tells me the same things, as if we've never met before. He describes himself as a loner, and this makes a whole lot of sense, as he's been kept in solitary confinement for the duration of his stay at the hospital. He always briefly talks about his life and eventually gets into the story of how he lost a loved one, Catherine. He understands that she has died, and he certainly feels at least somewhat responsible, but he doesn't recall that he murdered her. She was found buried in their backyard in a green package. Evidently, it was the only box large enough to use as a coffin that Jack could find. Of note were the 2 flowers placed next to her makeshift grave. He considers her death to be the reason that he cannot talk to people anymore. I suppose in a way he's correct. This will be my final report on Jack. I can't read the rest of that because it happened way too quickly for me, but you are free to pause it. I already know what it says. He killed people. He killed Catherine, and this is a crazy great metaphor for his life, and it's so good. A very special thanks to all of the testers, these crazy amount of testers. And it's just like, I don't know, 2D Array has these like great, when this first hit me, when I first played this game, it like hit me like a pile of bricks, because it's so fucking good. And he just made some really great games. I'll link you to his description on Congregate as well, or his profile on Congregate. You can play a whole bunch of his other stuff as well. And it's just like, this is what he's known for. It's so good. It's just such a good little twist at the end, and I hope you stuck through with it, because it's really great. Thanks again, everyone. The end. The shrink leaves, and suddenly, I don't even have a person to tell my story to anymore. I believe that's it. That's it. That's the company of myself. And it's just so neat. It drew me to it a while ago because like I was one of those kids who was always the weird loner kid in grade school. And it's just like, it's heart-wrenching in a way, right? It's just like this, it's this nice little platformer and cool stuff. And then she kicks it, and then you realize he murdered her. He murdered her, and he put her in this green box that was the only one big enough. The green box that he wanted to be his friend, that he kept searching and seeking, and the 2 flowers, and the 1 flower that he kept spawning at, and she kept spawning at the other one, and it's like, it's so nice. So I hope you enjoyed this little jaunt. We will explore more of these little Flash games. If you have any Flash games that you want me to play, I would love to find new things, because otherwise I'm just going to take you through stuff that like I already know. And it's just, I don't know, it's just a nice thing. So anyway, that was the company of myself. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Savinary. This has been yet another Flash game. I hope you have a nice day. Don't murder people. Don't stuff them in green boxes. I want to know how big this box was that he could stuff her into and bury her. So, take care. That's a pretty good point. Oh, stop almost crying, Zadie. You're hurting my heart. Oh, shit! Oh, no, you're kidding! I have to fucking destroy her heart.